Hi, welcome back, or welcome if this is your first time to Jimmy's First Gen Mini Rescue, or I'm just going to say First Gen Mini Rescue. And I'm Jimmy, rescuing minis. Again, today, Subaru Forester. Let me read the fortune and tell you about this video and what you're about to see. Okay, today's fortune says, you will be of good comfort. You will be of good comfort. Well, maybe that means you're going to be of good comfort to someone else. So maybe there's someone in your life who needs to be comforted. Be that person to comfort them. Yeah, always be that person. Then you don't have to wait for the fortune. Anyway, this is a little different. I had already did the work on this, and I had already videoed an opening for this. However, that file was corrupted and I could not retrieve it. So I'm redoing the opening, which is very rare for me. I try to do things as I do them. But anyway, so I'm redoing the opening. It's about this 2014 Subaru with 299,179 miles on it. Sharon came home from her office. She went into the office and we both smelled burning brakes. A little bit of research, put the back of my hand, touched around each wheel. Driver's side front caliper was probably locked up because that was smoking hot. It was hotter than all the other tires. It had a lot more brake dust on the wheel. And so that determined that, to me, locked up piston. One of the two. It's a two-piston system. Anyway, the next day, she drove one of the minis to work. I took the car to the back, jacked it up, and when I was rummaging through all of my things, because I knew I had rebuilt, I had calipers already in there, just sitting waiting for a day like this. So I knew I was going to replace those calipers. However, I also found that I bought a set of discs, also disc and pads, that's been sitting in there. Has to be over a year, maybe closer to 2 years. They were Detroit axle discs, not sponsored. So the rotors and brakes were changed. Also, I thought it would be a good time, since I had all of the things, to change the valve body on the CVT here. We had those infamous 3 lights that people get with these Subarus, and the dealer wants like $900 or so for a valve body with all new solenoids. As you remember, I went up to the salvage, my happy place, got a couple of valve bodies, bought a couple of extra solenoids, ran the tests, ran 2-3 tests with 2-3 different meters, and I went ahead and replaced her entire valve body with one of the ones from the salvage, from a 2017 Forester. So it's a little bit newer, a lot less miles, and everything's spec'd out. Now, I don't mind if I have to go back in there and replace another valve, another solenoid in 100,000 miles, in 120,000 miles, 150, whatever it is. I do the work myself, no big deal. I went ahead and flushed the fluid out. I drained the fluid and I relearned everything. So I'm telling you all of that because that's what I did on the video that you're about to see, except it was 2 days ago and I just now noticed that my files were corrupt. So I'm sorry about that. You don't get the original as it happened, because I try to do things as it happened. But, what are you going to do? Technology, right? So anyway, she's been driving a couple of days. We both have. I burnished the brakes in and everything. And you'll see the bling that I got for the car. So yeah, she's got that. She's got, yeah. So enjoy the video and I'll see you at the end. Okay, it's real windy out here. Oh, I just noticed I got to get a new hood strap, a hood, what do you call that? Strut. I'll write that down. But I just wanted to mention this because I don't know if I mentioned it or not. Let me let this down for now. This is the location that I want to put my concrete pad for working on cars. I'm in the backyard, and it's easy for me to run inside the shed there to grab tools, whatever. I don't have to carry them all the way to the front or all the way over where the orange Mini is if it was here. So the goal with cutting down the tree, if you notice where right at the back of the Subaru would be where the tree was. That was one of these big, huge pines. A little bit bigger than the one over here, and I'll show you that in a second. My guess, it's about 60 feet tall, somewhere in there. But yeah, so that's the idea. And it would be level or little, you know, a slight slope backwards so that the water could drain off back, you know, maybe a half an inch or an inch for the 20 feet long. I want it 20 feet long so that I can park the boat on it as well as, or the van when it comes time to do the van. The van is 22 feet long, but the wheelbase is not. The wheelbase is 177 inches, I believe, is the wheelbase. But anyway, so that's why I want a 12-foot wide by 20 feet long. So that's what, and then I got to get that stump ground down, but that's why I've been cutting up the tree. Anyway, so that was just a little interjection there. I'm going to get a brace for this hood and write down on my list that I need a hood strut. All right, let me get back to work. I figured I'd give a midway update, so to speak. I've got the valve body, all the bolts are out. They're actually here. The bolts for the valve body, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 black ones and 2 silver ones, something like that. So they're in here. The valve body is still sitting in place. I got to clean up around where the gasket material was, the Permatex that they use or whatever it is that they use. The old gasket, I got it off. It's down here. Here's the old gasket here, just so you can see it. I've got my bag here that has 2 Subaru gaskets and 4 O-rings. One thing that happened here that's a little bit different, I'll get this back in, is the cap. Now this is the top of the transmission that you have to pry off, and the valve body sits under here and it plugs in here. Well, normally the pins, which are here, let me see if you could see that. These pins right here, and there's one down here, they usually stay in the transmission. But on ours, they came out in the pan. I'm gonna leave them in there. I probably could take a punch them through, and then on the other end, tap them down in, but I'm not gonna take chances doing that. I am gonna try to clean up some of the rust off of here. Maybe a small emery cloth or something to get the rust off. But yeah, I'll clean up the seating material, seating surface here. And I'll be using, not sponsored, but I'll be using Ultra Black Permatex. Brand new tube, so not taking any chances with that. And yeah, it's just a matter of swapping out the valve bodies. So that's the progress where I'm at right now. This was a good time for me to take a break. I've got it covered up here, you know, so nothing can fall in. And the replacements are still in the plastic bags, and the cap is sitting upside down, but I got to clean that out anyway, and I'll just clean it and spray it with some brake clean. I will use a razor blade to scrape the edges very, very carefully, not to scratch it. But I do have some plastic razor blades as well, so I may use that, but see if that works. But to get the old material, the old Permatex or whatever it is, off both sides, clean them up. And what I did do, I sprayed the whole, before I opened it up. I sprayed the whole area with brake clean. I've got one of these kind of sprayers that you pressurize with your air pump, and you spray it, well, most of the things out. And I also have cans of brake clean. So I cleaned the whole area. I blew, how am I gonna say that? I blew it with my air compressor so that it would dry up and get all of any kind of dirt, grime, debris away. You want to keep that area clean. You don't want anything going inside the transmission. I've got it triple covered right now with 3 layers of lint-free cloths, and yeah, so it's not nothing can get in there. So other than that, it's been uneventful. I have a latex glove, a black latex glove covering the throttle body, because I did not remove my throttle body. I left it in place. I didn't unplug it. So the car shouldn't have to relearn the throttle body. Now when I start reassembly, I'm gonna put everything back together, and then I think I'm gonna do a complete transmission, well, drain the fluid and then refill. And most important there is that you open your fill valve or fill plug before you open your drain. Make sure you can get that fill plug open and off without stripping it out, because if you drain it and you can't get that fill plug, you're in a world of hurt. Not here, because I have the top open. I could always pour the transmission fluid in the top. And but if I don't have then how do I know what level I have? So, you know, they could say, okay, you're gonna lose 6 quarts when you take it out, put 6 quarts back in. Yeah, that's an unscientific way of doing it, because you still don't know if I was already low, if I was already high, don't know. So the better way, undo your fill valve, or undo your fill plug first, and then once you know that's loose and you can take it out easy, no problem, then take your drain. All right, that's just a quick tip. It wasn't so quick, it was kind of long-winded. Anyway, all right, I'm gonna get back to work, and I'll see you guys in my next break. Okay, 2 more things. As you see, the car is so high, I had to put the wheels here so I could stand on them, so I could reach over, you know, a little bit more comfortable. Yeah, but yeah, I don't think I'm scratching the wheels, so it should be okay. Now, here's one of those plastic razor blades I was saying, and it actually has comes with a scraper. I don't know, I've had this for years and years and years and years. So I'm gonna replace it with the new plastic razor blade, and that way it won't damage the aluminum. Anyway, all right, I'm out of here. I'll see you in the next break. Okay, I must be doing something right. I was rummaging through all of this just stuff all over, and I kind of remembered that I had some rotors and brakes for the, I knew I had them for Sharon's convertible Mini, because I bought 4 sets when they were on sale. And then I find I've had these Detroit axles, they're not sponsored, for the Subaru. So they got brake pads in there. They've got, you know, the brake kit, you know, all the stuff there. So it's front and rear brake kit. Pads are back and down in there. So if she doesn't need the car tonight, I'm just gonna leave it, because I didn't even put the wheels back on. Right now, the transmission is heating up so that I can do the transmission relearn procedure. I had to go to Harbor Freight, not sponsored, to get something to pull the transmission fluid into the transmission. The thing I had didn't work, so I had to improvise. Anyway, so other than that, it's in doing the relearn procedure. There's no leaks. Like I said, I left it on with the wheels off, and I'm glad I did, because now I'll just come out tomorrow morning and I'll just go ahead and get rid of all of these old rotors and pads and have everything fresh, except for the updated tail lights. And this is the little, Oh no, it's outside. But anyway, we'll see. I'll see about getting those. And I'm gonna have to change this sticker because 800 miles will be at the 300,000. So anyway, so that's just a quick update. So I did find some rotors. So this one did get burnt. This was the one that was sticking. So like I said, I had rebuilt in the storeroom, and then I found that. So she'll get fancy. Those are, I have drilled and slotted rotors on the minis, on 3 of the 4 minis. So I do have a set for her convertible. And also, I just got TRQ her front struts. They just got delivered today. And I just wanted to change the front struts on the convertible. So that's that there. And this TRQ box here are both driver and passenger door window regulators. So that'll be a change to update that. And then that's, hopefully that'll be it for the Mini. And and hopefully that'll be it for a while for this Subaru. Oh, here's the old that I took out, and I will rebuild it. That's the throttle body that came out of this car. And it's original to the car. So anyway, all right, let me check the temperature. I gotta wait for the transmission to come up to 40 degrees Celsius. Right now I'm at 39, so let me get in here and relearn this transmission. Okay, I have the top-down RD Diag Pro, and the AT automatic transmission learned normally, and it ended. So I went through the procedures, and everything is fine. So now I will, I'll probably go ahead and start changing those brakes and rotors. So until it gets too dark, but we'll see how far I get. All right. Okay, I couldn't put the wheels on without showing you this bling real quick. So let me show you the bling. Slotted and drilled front and rear rotors and new brake pads. And of course the well, I rebuilt these calipers. That's the old one, so I'm going to rebuild those and put them on the shelf because they're genuine Subaru. But there you go, so all 4. Okay, I'm gonna close this one out and give you a quick recap. I changed the transmission CVT solenoid with the one I got, and I updated the, I put the Dorman sensor in there. So this one is fine, I started it. I used my RD Diag from Top Don, not sponsored. Nothing in my videos are sponsored, so just so you know that off the bat. But I used that and relearned the transmission. I changed the fluid before I did the relearn procedure. So she's got fresh CVT fluid in here, which is, you know, people don't like the CVT. I get it, you know, but it helps with gas mileage. Anyway, I got the brakes on. You don't need to see me put the wheels. Just know I'm gonna torque them down to 89. Some people say it's 88. I didn't look, but it's 88 or 89 foot-pounds. But again, my thoughts on that is almost irrelevant because when you change a flat tire, you don't have a torque wrench with you. So you're just gonna get it, you know, the German measurement, Gudentight. Yeah, Gudentight. Anyway, I'm gonna get out of here. I'm gonna close this one out. I'm gonna put the tires on, then I'm gonna check all of the tire pressures and make sure, since I rotated them, I don't have to relearn the positions of where the tires are. So, but other than that, yeah, I'm gonna do all of that and close this one out. So I wanna thank y'all for watching, and hopefully, you know, once I get it off the stands, I can get it out. Get it? Matt's off-road. Anyway, this shirt is all dirty. I gotta go get another one. So I guess that means another road trip. But anyway, thank y'all for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. And as always, have fun with your minis, and have fun when you gotta fix a lot of stuff at one time on your Subaru. But she should be good for the next, I don't know. however many miles, 100,000, who knows. I do have an oil change before 300,000, but right now I'm about 800 miles too early, so I'll wait at least until it gets to less than 500 miles. And that's my window for oil changes. All right, I'm out of here. Thank y'all for watching. See y'all on the next one. It'll probably be about a mini next time. All right, bye y'all.